Real Madrid in 2022 according to Football Manager 2017. Right now, Real Madrid are the best team in Europe, having won La Liga and recorded back-to-back Champions Leagues under Zinedine Zidane. So you'd think this dominance would continue for a while on the old Football Manager, but no, things have gone relatively to pot for Los Blancos by the year 2022. The ageing squad haven't been winning as many trophies, with Barcelona dominating La Liga, winning 5 titles on the bounce, with Madrid also having to fight with Atletico Madrid just to finish second. So there's been no league titles, but there was a Champions League win in 2021 where they beat Chelsea 1-0 in the final, and they've also won a Club World Cup plus 2 Spanish Cups. So that's 4 trophies in 5 years for Real Madrid, which is pretty poor by their standards. Of course, the lack of trophies means there's been a managerial casualty. Zidane was sacked in 2021 just before he closed in on 6 years in charge, and was temporarily replaced by Cristiano Ronaldo, who took caretaker charge for a massive 4 days. Well, I suppose he kind of did manage Portugal to Euro 2016 glory. In the end, Mauricio Pochettino was brought in to take over, leaving Tottenham and passing Zidane on the way, with the Frenchman now sitting in the White Hart Lane dugout. So let's look at how Real Madrid are lining up under Mauricio Pochettino in the summer of 2022. In goal is KEYLOR Navas. At 35 years old, this is the Costa Rica keeper's 9th year at the Bernabeu, with Madrid seemingly unable to bring in David De Gea, Thibaut Courtois or Gianluigi Donnarumma. Considering how desperate they seem right now to bring in a new goalkeeper, it says a lot for Madrid's lack of success that Navas is still in between the sticks in 5 years' time. Right back is Nelson Semedo. The first new arrival in this team, Semedo moved to the club from Chelsea in 2019 for £28.5 million after a couple of shocking seasons in blue, averaging just a 6.5 rating. So God knows why Madrid decided to splash out so much money on the Portuguese fullback. Semedo has steadied himself though and is doing his best to fill the void left by Dani Carvajal, who is now with Bayern Munich. Centre back is RAPHAEL Varane. There's a familiar presence at the heart of the Madrid defence, with Varane still plying his trade in La Liga at the age of 29, where he is certainly fulfilling his potential as one of the top centre-backs in world football, having just helped France lift the World Cup. If only his club teammates were as successful. He's alongside Sergio Ramos. At the grand old age of 36, Sergio Ramos is still a Real Madrid player, he's still a guaranteed starter, and he's still the club's captain. He's still doing a job at both ends of the pitch, scoring at one end and keeping them out of the other, and of course, he is still a massive bellend and shithouse, picking up an obscene 20 red cards in 5 seasons across all competitions. Good to see he's maturing in his old age. Left back is PRESNEL KIMPEMBE. Naturally a centre back, French defender KIMPEMBE is having to do a job on the left side of defence, a job that he isn't doing very well, following the retirement of Marcelo, who hung up his boots at the end of the 2021-22 season. If KIMPEMBE continues to flop, Douglas Santos is sitting on the bench and looks like he should be in the first team anyway, having recorded an average of 7.35 last season as he battled Marcelo for a place in the first team. On the right of midfield it's Cristiano Ronaldo. At 37 years old, the Real Madrid legend is still wearing white, so there's been no Man United reunion, despite the Portuguese forward reportedly wanting to leave Spain this summer back in the real world. In the computer game, Ronaldo is still frighteningly good, scoring 20 goals in 36 games last season, and while it's not quite the rate he's scoring at now, that's some feat as he closes in on 40. I could probably simulate this game until 2042, and a 57-year-old Cristiano Ronaldo would still be scoring for Real Madrid. The machine. In the middle it's Toni KROOS. Maybe this is Real Madrid's problem, the squad just hasn't been freshened up. KROOS is now 32 years old, and the wizard in the middle of the park is still doing his best to pull the strings, providing 12 assists last season. He's keeping some big names out of the team. Casemiro is unhappy and sitting on the bench. Belgian wonderkid Yuri Tielemans can't even get on the bench after his £62 million move, while Granit Xhaka is also blagged a move to the Bernabeu for £8.75 million from Arsenal, having spent the last season on loan at Chelsea. On the left of midfield is Philippe Coutinho. Despite always being linked with Barcelona, it was Real Madrid who managed to tempt Coutinho away from the Premier League, and it wasn't even Liverpool they bought him off. The Brazilian had joined Tottenham in 2017, and by 2019 he was packing his bags again and jumping on an EasyJet flight to Madrid, costing a massive £71 million. That's how much Coutinho cost, not the EasyJet flight. Gareth Bale is still with Madrid, but sitting on the bench at the age of 33. His best season came in the 2020-21 season, scoring 18 goals and providing 9 assists, and the Welshman could be very easily accommodated into the first team. But he's also battling with Leroy Sané, who arrived in 2021 for just 13 million. In attacking midfield, it's Tashini Aguirre. Our token regen, the 23-year-old Spaniard seems pretty lucky to be in the first team, with pace and acceleration his only real desirable qualities. Another Real Madrid youngster who could take this position is Martin Odegaard, who is still just 23 years old and scored 7 La Liga goals last season in his best year for Madrid. However, he is currently a target for Manchester City, which could be Odegaard's third spell in England, having had loan spells at Middlesbrough and Newcastle as a teenager. Because that's exactly what a teenager needs to develop, a year in Newcastle getting pissed with the Geordie Shore lot. And up front it's Alvaro Morata. Despite rumours of a move away from Real Madrid, Alvaro Morata is leading the line all on his own now, scoring more than 20 goals in all of the past 3 seasons, and his form has even been good enough to finally end his long-going battle with Karim Benzema, who headed to the Chinese Super League, where he's actually winning league titles with Guangzhou Evergrande. So that's Real Madrid in 2022. Let us know what you think in the comments below, and don't forget to like, share and subscribe.